It's all about the Cowboys at the moment. It's time for Know Your Opponent.
Oh man, we gotta dive into this film. We gotta take a look at these Cowboys, and how about them Cowboys on film?
Cowboy, baby.
And whatever the rest of the lyrics are to that song, because I always forget. Because he sounds like he's mumbling.
You don't like Kid Rock?
I love Kid Rock, but it sounds like he's mumbling. I can't understand. I'm not gonna take up the time to look up the lyrics. I'm too busy watching Cowboys films.
Next thing you're gonna tell me you don't know the lyrics to "Ball to the ball to bang to bang diggy diggy."
Accurate. You're right. I don't understand. I don't know what he's. I never know what he's doing up there on stage. I really don't. But you know what I do know, Ant? Yeah. I do know that the Cowboys have a lot of things going on, and we're gonna take a look at this Cowboys film against the Cardinals. And I apologize for the blurriness there at the start, but it's Game Pass. You know how this works. This is not the opening drive of the second quarter, Ant, but the second drive here of the second quarter. Cowboys are going to go down the field. And let's take a look. You got 4 down linemen from the Cardinals, something we don't typically see from them.
Yeah, and you got basically a base 4-3 look.
Base 4-3 look. Let's see what happens. Inside give to start. And Zeke getting a decent run there on first down. And he picks up about 6, and now you got 2nd and 4. Again, base 4-3 look. Walking a guy down late.
Timing route.
Very nice timing route there on the outside to Amari Cooper. And was this cover 3? I think so.
Yeah, it sure looks like it. You got the
Bail.
Yeah.
Yep, cover 3 look. So good call. Good call there by Kellen Moore in that situation. Good execution. Enough time for Dak. 1st and 10. And they are driving.
Comes a blitz off the edge. He recognizes it, gets rid of the ball quickly. And that's what you're going to do, right? That's where the void is. The void's wherever the blitz came from.
Correct.
Nice read.
Really is, and great recognition here by Dalton Schultz off the edge, recognizing, what he has in space, and he gets this route out.
I do understand why the safety started to go flat, though. When the safety's running over, he goes flat instead of coming straight downhill at it. Knowing there's a blitz coming, why are you going flat?
It's a very interesting situation there. Not the best execution for the Cardinals defense and good execution from the Cowboys offense. And you put yourself in a 2nd and short, which is what you want. Motion coming through. Shift. And do enough to pick up the first.
Getting some tough yardage.
That's good. That's good for them. What you need to do. Against this Cardinals team, walking a guy down.
A nickel, yeah. So they're blitzing a guy off the edge.
They are.
Woo! Got a lot of movement on that interior.
Well, a lot of movement on the interior and no J.J. Watt. So don't forget that cutback crew. No J.J. Watt here for the Cardinals in the front. Let's watch it again here. Let's watch the push here on the interior. Oh, boy. Just washed everyone through.
Yeah.
And then got up to 2nd level. Although a flag did just come out there at the end. I don't know if you saw that.
No, I didn't see it, but there's no linebackers filling in that either.
There wasn't, but the flag did come out, and you got 1st and 17 now, so they got to hold somewhere. We'll see what this happens with this drive then because of it.
Now they empty it out. Here comes another blitz from Arizona. Back takes the check down. Rally in front of the sticks.
Positive thing there for the Cardinals. Had interesting coverage from the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, you had 2 receivers out here by the numbers wide open.
And we'll look at these 2 here. I mean, this looks like this just does not make a whole lot of sense to me, having these 2 guys stacked in this situation.
No, I don't know why he's not throwing it out here to the 47-yard line.
Either one of these guys is...
The guy in front is the best one.
Yeah, because you get a blocker in front.
Yeah.
Oh, my. Well, hey, is what it is, Ant.
That's good. I mean, he sometimes misses, so that's nice.
That's good to know that he sometimes misses. That's a great news. 2nd and 10.
Staying empty. Interesting. Oh.
He was there on it.
He was on it, but he just didn't stay with it.
No, didn't stay with it, and Cedric Wilson does a good job.
Well, I think isn't it a defensive lineman? Yeah, it's a defensive lineman.
Oh, there you go. That's why. Good find there. They get the 1st down. Continue moving the sticks. Not good by the Cardinals, Ant.
No, and the Cowboys overcame that penalty, so.
True. And oh, goodness gracious, it should have been a turnover, Ant.
Would they get a PI?
I think they're going to get pass interference here. Let's take a look. They're going to bail out late of coverage. Dak is going to completely misread this.
He thought he had room.
He thought he had more room. Corner just gets his arm on the outside a little early, and they get the call. Oh. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for the Cardinals defense. Fortunate for the Cowboys, Ant. But now you got 1st and 10 at the 36. Bringing, lots of pressure. The ball got batted down at the line of scrimmage. Is that an all-out blitz? It's all 3 linebackers, right?
Coming after him in a big way. I mean, he has the receiver. He has Amari somewhat open. I mean,
yeah, you're given a lot of space. You don't want to get beat over the top. You got one-on-one across the board everywhere.
He's
open
down on it. I mean, a little bit. I mean, there's not a lot of room there.
No, but batted pass. 2nd and 10 now, Ant. Failing the safety late.
Do a 2 deep look.
Pass incomplete. Good play here. Good play overall from the Cardinals. I think that kind of predetermined he was going to be going here to CD in the slot.
Yeah, and then you got another time where they're showing a blitz and they bail out. You got a linebacker covering CD in space, in his zone coverage, and I mean Dak does. I don't know what Dak's seeing here.
I mean, in theory, he should be coming over here outside to his one-on-one.
Yeah, what he sees, he just didn't make it good.
No, not there.
Another flag.
A flag came in, and wow, they got them for PI there.
Ouch.
That's pretty bad. I didn't see a lot of pass interference there.
Major ouch.
Big ouch. 1st and 10 now from the 26. Cowboys getting some lucky breaks here. That's going to happen. Pressure coming. Oh my Lord. A pressure came off the outside, and this wasn't a great throw from Dak Prescott.
Not reacting great to pressure, which isn't great for him because the 49ers pressured Matthew Stafford on 76% of snaps.
Which is a good thing for the Niners and a bad thing for the Cowboys, Ant.
Yeah.
And they did that without having to blitz a whole heck of a lot either.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 10 now, Ant, from the 26.
Looks like we're about to have another blitz.
It's looking that way, Ant. And oh my goodness gracious, they just got their hands on it again. Holy cow, Ant.
They're forcing him to make a quick decision, and when he does, they're taking advantage of it. Well played.
Well played.
I kind of think if that ball was going outside, that was going to be picked, actually.
So there's that. There's that, Ant. And there's a lot of pressure being shown, and unfortunately for them, hard
free
count.
Play.
You hate to see that, Ant. They've been doing so well. You just got to stay disciplined. Got to stay disciplined.
And good job by the Cowboys getting them to jump.
Correct. You get them to jump. You get 5 free yards, Ant. You go from 3rd and 10 now to 3rd and 5. A lot easier to convert. Opens up your playbook, and the Cardinals are showing blitz yet again. Wow. Just wow, Ant. All those PIs lead to this. On top of the route, initiates contact, gets enough separation to make a play.
Yeah, it's a nice back shoulder throw, too.
It is. It's a good throw by Dak, recognizing the corner sitting on top of the route. He can't beat him over the top, and so he throws it a little bit behind and lets this guy go up and do his job as a receiver. Great drive. I don't want to say great drive. Solid drive from the Cowboys, and it finishes with points, which is what you want to see. And the Arizona Cardinals now answer and put some pressure. Green to start.
Try to slow down that pass rush a little bit.
Some success there, Ant. 4 down linemen from the Cowboys. He had man coverage, too. That was a fairly decent call. Edmonds able to get outside, picks up 3. 2nd and 7. Empty set from the boys. Or from the Cards, excuse me.
Interesting throw. And I know he's got Ertz, but
There's not a whole lot here.
no.
I don't understand it. And there's Cliff Kingsbury, Anton, that mirrored concept. Top and bottom, 2 smoke screens. And then essentially just stop routes across the board.
Yeah.
Good old Cliff and his mirrored concept. Can't help himself.
No.
And they picked up some yards on that, so they got 4. So you get 3rd and 3. Oh boy, Cowboys.
I mean, look at
this is
box.
A favorable run box.
It's a great run box. There's no one inside.
God, I hope they have. The Niners have been going a lot of gun, Ant. Do you foresee these types of run boxes for the Niners in gun situations if 3 wide receivers are on the field?
No. They're going to have to keep more guys inside, or the 49ers will absolutely gash them.
I agree with you on that. Two deep safety look, Ant. 5 in the box again.
Just a rhythm throw to Ertz.
It is.
Safety came up. Took a weird angle on this out. Watch. Go back real quick. Watch the safety. Yeah. And watch this angle. It's like run up and then out. Look.
So did he have a robber? Is this cover 1 robber here? I'm thinking that's the only thing. It's the only thing I can think.
I think he's got middle responsibilities. It's just a weird angle because of Ertz's route.
Well, Ertz's route, and then also just kind of watch Kyler's eyes. Let's see where he goes. He's looking that way the whole way.
Well, he looked left first.
A little bit. Split second. Interesting concept. Again, mirrored concepts for Kingsbury on both sides of the ball. God, it's got to be nice to be a wide receiver in Cliff's offense. Not a whole lot to remember, I'll tell you what. And interesting here for the Cowboys D. They go hurry up.
Yeah, the stack concept, and they're just I mean that DB was literally just standing there. He literally stood there and let the guy run across his face.
If you're Kyle Shanahan, that's got to make you feel good about your receivers getting free releases.
They're just right now sitting in zone.
And it's soft zone.
Yeah.
Very soft zone.
There's your cover 3. Oh, that went to a 2. See, they went to a Tampa 2.
Yep.
Linebacker bailed in the middle of the field.
Yep. That's interesting there. Some clever disguise from Dan Quinn. It's too bad soft zone.
Except for as soon as you look down the middle of the field and see the linebacker bailing, you know what it is.
Yep.
Woo!
Oh my good. Is this the AJ Green double move that
I don't think this is a touchdown though. I think wasn't he saying that was a touchdown, Evan?
I think it was.
Well, this is just a straight go route.
It's just a straight go route with him getting toasted at. What are his hands up for?
Oh, because he didn't catch it. So that means no, you're not.
I guess, because this is just AJ Green toasting you off the ball, my guy.
Oh, he got smoked. And there's separation there.
Yes. Interesting, Ant.
Oh, he almost looks like he's looking for help. Like he's supposed to have help on that.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Ooh, they brought a blitz, and he was not able.
Not even a little bit, Ant.
Odds.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Fly came out late, too. See what they end up giving him here, Ant. 15 seconds left in the second quarter.
That's a first down.
It should be, in theory. Apparently, we need to fast forward here. So they apparently they gave him the 5, but it wasn't enough.
It must have been a long 5 that they needed.
Very long 5, Ant. Very long 5. 3rd and 1. 15 seconds left. They get your first.
Cliff's playing for the field goal, yeah.
Absolutely, it looks like he is, Ant. That looks to be the case.
I mean, considering they win by a field goal, probably a good idea.
At this point, yeah. See what you get here. Get trips to the bottom of the screen. Kyler scrambles and throws it away. A lot of sideline stuff there, Ant. They're just trying to get it closer if you could. And now you're going to settle for your 3.
Well, and it's probably why Dallas was playing such a soft zone.
A little bit earlier, that's probably true. They got in there, some good pressure. And Prater makes it. So they get 3 there to end. Good thing for them, and they get the ball to coming out of half, which is even better for the Cardinals.
Yeah, you know how this can work out.
Absolutely, can completely change the tide of momentum of a football game. Play action to start.
Oh, they're trying to set up a screen. Wow.
I was really stuffed out, Ant.
Oh yeah, they snuffed it out. Look at how far they're playing the end out. On top.
A long way.
Yeah, they're trying to do that, to prevent the outside run, to prevent Kyler Murray from being able to get outside.
Yep.
What it does is limit you a little bit in your pass rush, though, if you're going to start that far out.
Correct. Good to know, though.
Yeah.
Trying to establish a little bit of a bully mentality, Ant, but no success.
No.
2nd and 14.
They don't have the dogs like the Niners do.
That's very accurate, Ant. So apparently it was a penalty on first down. You got 2nd and 14.
Nice TE stunt, but it got picked up.
Good. Take a look at it again.
On top, yeah.
Up at the 20. Solid pickup, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Solid pickup, Ant. And now you got 3rd and a little bit closer, 3rd and 9. See if the Cowboys can get off the field. Oh.
That's the part where I think the 49ers can have some success. JaMychal Hasty,
Running after
Kittle,
the catch.
and Kyle Juszczyk getting the ball, on these type of routes, releasing late, When you see their run after the catch is a real problem for Dallas.
That it is. It is a problem, and the Cardinals are able to execute, pick up the first. Now you got 1st and 10. You're almost at the 40. You're getting close to midfield. And Cowboys are having a lot of success right now, Ant, with 7 guys in the box, and
it's a run blitz. I don't know why Kyler doesn't change this. You can see Parsons is going to blitz off that side. I mean, I know you might have it manned up, but I mean, he shows blitz. I mean, you just got to recognize it right here. Look, he shows. You could easily,
and he's looking.
You could easily flip this play the other way and go with a little quick toss. You have the edge. You would have Christian Kirk going in motion.
And you have the numbers here. You can dink with one guy pulling around the edge, and you're fine.
Yeah, and Kirk going in motion, so Kirk could actually be another lead blocker.
True. So, interesting situation there. Interesting situation. Good job by Micah Parsons. Now you got 2nd and 13, Ant.
Too deep look.
Wow.
Had a nice little push on the top of his route.
That he did.
Get some separation.
Yeah. And he wanted it, too. He wanted it. Good recognition by Kyler. Decent route. Got enough separation there, Ant. Able to do enough things there.
And that's the worry about, or the worry Dallas, is can they cover consistently? It looks like they give up some open receivers. I'm not sure why Kyler checked this one down.
It looks like this crosser here coming across the middle has some room, maybe.
He would have had it. I mean, it would have been come open late, but
Had an opportunity.
And I really enjoy watching the Niners offense a lot more than Arizona.
Is it the mirrored concept dance? Is it the mirrored concepts? They ran screen on both sides there.
Yeah.
It's very Madden-esque, Ant. The mirrored concept on all sides. 3rd down and a little bit longer. Looks like you had a guy jump. Kyler takes off and runs. Did he have anything here?
I was looking bottom. I didn't see anything on the bottom. So
I didn't see anything top.
Yeah, nothing.
Interesting call there by Cliff, Ant. 3rd and 6, though. It wasn't 3rd down. It was 2nd down. So Kyler did enough there on 3rd and 12 to at least get you to manageable. Medium. 3rd and 6. Get trips at the bottom now. Wow.
What a throw.
Great throw by Kyler Murray. Back foot. He saw the corner coming down a little bit, Ant, and realized he probably had some sort of man concept. The safety comes down a little early, and you get the
he knows he has the running back coming out, so he knows the safety's going to pick him up.
Good throw. Good throw. Great catch. Good execution from their fourth string or fifth string wideout, Ant, because that's
not for two.
Not
now Dallas is in the man, so this is what Kyle Shanahan's talking about with Dan Quinn. Here's the issue with man. You can get caught up. Oh, jeez.
Not great there.
You can't see the middle of the field. Because you have a natural rub, going on.
He should be able to, in theory, come here.
Yeah. Right now he should be able to, but that was tough. They did a really good job of playing that. They passed off. They played an IO coverage. So this outside corner, even though it's a man, watch him pass off right here. Look.
Trayvon, yep.
That way there's no rub. And he was pointing it out too, so well done by him. The only problem with that is you can take advantage of that as well.
Well, if you know IO coverage is coming and it's something they like to do, you can use those motions to get them and force them into situations where they start shifting and then flip the route concept.
Well, the 49ers also run block out of that. So all of a sudden now you get kicked out and they run up underneath you. So, if you want to stay in place, good luck with that. We'll run the ball with Elijah Mitchell for a touchdown.
We like those, Ants. We like those types of things.
Or Deebo Samuel, even worse.
That's true, Ant. That's very true. Let's see what the Cowboys have here. This will probably be one of the last drives to take a look at. We'll see what they get out of this drive, Ant. Play action here from Dak.
Ooh, got home.
Oh boy, and it was a fumble. Multiple fumbles.
Oh, they got it back.
This is what we're talking about with the not healthy O-line right now, Ant. The left tackle spot.
Yeah, I mean, he just got beat on a speed rush.
Accurate. Ball gets kicked around, fumbled again, and the Cowboys are able to fall on it and keep the drive alive, 2nd and 10. Very interesting.
Comes the blitz, but they only brought 4. They confused Dak on this. So they bring a blitz from the top of the screen and then drop somebody else off. And he takes the guy way over the middle, forces Dak to want to go outside, and he makes an errant.
Very true. Now you got 3rd and long.
Good disguise.
Great disguise. Ooh, and a penalty flag comes in. Very interesting here, Ant, that they go this deep with their safeties on 3rd and 10.
They weren't wrong.
They weren't.
They knew those deep pass routes were coming.
Very, very interesting that they were that they're this dialed in with this. That this is the choice here from the Cowboys.
Yeah, and I mean, you think when you're going to bring those kind of blitzes that you're going to have every lane occupied. I think there was a holding call on this.
I think they're going to get holding, yeah. So let's see. Yep, 3rd and 20.
Yeah, so now you really play deep, tackle under the sticks.
Absolutely.
Get off the field. Got Dak moving already. Whew.
Almost completed that.
Yeah, that was close.
I was dangerously close.
Yeah, it was.
And now the Cowboys are punting. So now the Cowboys are punting. They're having to get off the field. So look, if you're the Cardinals, this is a huge win for you. You got the field goal going into half, right? You came in a big way. You took your 3 points. You're able to go down the football field, Ant, and then you're able to score. And the Cowboys don't answer after that. That's a huge swing in momentum in the Cardinals' favor, and it's part of the reason why they were able to come out of this game with a big W. But look, we've seen it from the Cowboys. They like to pass. When they're able to have success running the football, which we saw on that opening drive from the Cowboys, they're able to march down the field, chunk some plays out. But they did get some breaks, and Dak showed that he can be a little errant with his passes, and you disguise coverages right and get some pressure on him, you can get a little trigger happy.
Yeah, they didn't seem like they want to consistently stay, in a set that was going to put the defense in a base 4-3. They just didn't want to stick with it. And so they went back to the pass. It was, 2 plays later after moving the chains, that all of a sudden they're an empty. You can definitely see that is a pass first offense. And, Dak can create some problems, but you saw that when you brought a blitz, it seemed to get him a little off a little bit. I mean, he wants to go right where the blitz is coming from, but if that's not open, then it struggles. And then you've seen them to run some zone blitzing as well, where they dropped off defensive linemen, they dropped off linebackers and brought somebody somewhere else. So this is another game where D'Amico Ryans can scheme it up. to take advantage of Dak Prescott's. He wants to make the reads early, pre-snap, and he wants to roll with those. And after the snap, if they're not there, he struggles a little bit to for the improvisation, except for when he gets outside the pocket, and that's when he gets dangerous. So if you can keep him inside the pocket and make him think on his feet and take away his preconceived notions of what he's going to see, I think you're going to have some advantages. You can do some things to him. So I'm curious how the 49ers played. I'm curious how DeMeco Ryans plays it. But I think there are avenues for them to go ahead and stop this Dallas Cowboys offense.
And Kellen Moore is a young offensive coordinator. And that's not to say that he's not, capable of doing the job or, that he's not a good offensive coordinator. But what it means is that he's still learning a lot of things that young offensive coordinators learn in this league.
Yeah.
Not abandoning the run, not getting away from certain things, knowing when to stick with something that's working and knowing when you need to still do things to keep teams honest and keep teams doing certain things. So DeMeco Ryans should be able to take advantage of that. And if the Niners offense if DeMeco does that early and the Niners offense takes advantage and scores some points early, you put Dallas in positions where you're really stretching Kellen Moore's patience with the run game and wanting to stick with the run game, and Mike McCarthy wanting to stick with that run game and then run the football and make life a little bit easier for Dak Prescott. And if you do that, they've shown that they will consistently get away from even run sets, right? Like you talked about, base sets. And just stick themselves in positions where they get their talent on the field. You get a tight end, you get Tony Pollard out in space, you get just 3 wide receivers and with a tight end and a running back in the backfield. They're not necessarily going to stick with the things that maybe got them there or maybe leads to the most success. If you're the Niners, get out in front early, take care of business, execute, take care of the football, and then stretch them thin a little bit in terms of their game plan and what they want to do. Make Kellen Moore show you that he's going to want to run the football consistently. The only problem for the Cowboys is when you put the Niners in a nickel, that's not necessarily a bad thing for the run defense.
No, it's not. I mean, K'Wan Williams is one of the better ones in the league. You also have the opportunity, if you want to bring in an extra safety and let him play around the box. But I think there's definitely ways that the 49ers can stop this Dallas Cowboys offense. I think Dak Prescott proved in this game, at least, that he can overcome mistakes, though. Because, we had some holding calls. The Dallas Cowboys were able to overcome those and still get a 16, play drive that was converted to a touchdown. And he made a great throw on a back shoulder throw. They still have very dynamic receivers, whether it's Amari Cooper or CeeDee Lamb. I know we saw Cedric Wilson go off against Philadelphia, but I mean, a lot of that was the matchups that they were playing against him. They were definitely going to allow him to beat them compared to everyone else. They were going to take away everybody else. So I think that the 49ers are going to have a tough order in the secondary, but it's going to depend on what this defensive line can do to go ahead and take away what Dak Prescott likes to do and pretty much take away what Zeke likes to do. Take away Zeke, it does limit what Dak can do, and it makes them, like you said, with Kellen Moore in this offense, get one-dimensional. All of a sudden, 4 and 5 wide receivers every single play. Those are situations that you think the 49ers can really take advantage of. They can dial up some zone blitzes, get after him. But really, if those 4 guys that are rushing the passer can get home and it's closing time, they can get home and get to Dak. We've seen that the 49ers can definitely play in front of the sticks, rally and make tackles, and get off the field.
They can. And look, offensively, you have yourself a task. You got Randy Gregory, you got Lawrence out there. They have some edge rushers. They got some talented guys there on the D-line. They have Micah Parsons. You have Leighton Vander Esch. You have Trayvon Diggs. You have pieces. You have names. You have weapons. It's really all about being able to establish the run game and winning up front. And we saw Arizona put the Cowboys in situations where run boxes were favorable. Now, I don't think either one of us truly believes that Dan Quinn is going to give it the same kind of look against the Cardinals that the Niners are going to get that same look. They're just not going to.
You better not.
You're going to get 5 down linemen at times, I imagine. You're going to get 7 to 8 in the box. They're going to walk a safety down, and that may force them into situations where you got to give that cover 3 look, traditional look, a little bit more because you're that worried about the run game.
Well, I mean, the problem with what, Dan Quinn does, I mean, like in this, he was disguising coverage, which is great. Unfortunately for him, the 49ers run motion more than any other team in the league. And that motion is going to reveal it because you can't get caught up in an overload type situation if you're in a zone cover. So you're going to have to give away what you're doing. Whether that means the safety has to drop early, or another guy has to play a different, it's going to reveal itself. And that's what's important about what the 49ers do. And just when you think one motion is going to happen, they end up running a second motion. They motion Kyle Juszczyk across, then end up, resetting him and bringing Debo across in a ghost motion. And all of a sudden you're, occupied your eyes with him. There's so much to look at. There's so much, as we call, window dressing for them to look at. And unfortunately for him, it's going to reveal the coverage a lot of times. So I think early in this game, I think they're going to hope that they can come up, bring a lot of guys in the line of scrimmage, stop the run, and then run zone coverage and make Jimmy Garoppolo defeat them and find these open windows and hope that he can't. If he can, then they're going to have to go to more man coverage, and then that's when it gets really sketchy because Brandon Ayuk can absolutely beat Trayvon Diggs deep, and we already know that Deebo Samuel coming in motion, George Kittle, those are matchup problems, not to mention when you got a Swiss Army knife like Kyle Juszczyk, who becomes an absolute nightmare for a linebacker. I mean, do you want to see Van Der Esch one-on-one with him? You would have to try to put Micah Parsons on him one-on-one. And speed-wise, that makes sense. But route running-wise, is he going to be able to cover that guy? He's not going to be able to cover George Kittle either. That's where I wonder where this Dallas Cowboys are going to do opposite of Trayvon Diggs. The rest of the secondary is not as good as what the 49ers just played against the Rams.
No, Trayvon Diggs is not Jalen Ramsey. Listen, the pick numbers are there, and that's great, and it's going to get Trayvon Diggs paid, most likely by the Cowboys, which might be a mistake because it's a lot of money to pay for a guy who has 11 interceptions and leads the league, but has also given up over 1,000 yards all by his lonesome. That's not necessarily a positive thing. That's not a good thing. That's up and down play. That's roller coaster play. And listen, I know the Cowboys secondary for a lot of years has been bad, so just having a guy out there that's getting a lot of turnovers and feels like is having a huge impact on the game, and he has had an impact on a lot of the game, but a lot of those picks also came against the NFC East. And the NFC East is not very good, and the Cowboys had a lot of success against the NFC East, and not a lot of success against everybody else. So this is going to be a grind-out contest. This is going to be a contest the Niners have some advantages in. And listen, the Cowboys are playing at home. You can't take that away from them. We'll see if the faithful erases some of that home field advantage, though, Ant, because if it does, the advantage the Cowboys think they have playing at home in your home stadium may be erased if a lot of the faithful show up and it's loud 49ers raucous crowd, and maybe you don't have the silence you want offensively to be able to do the things you want, and the Niners may not have the noise offensively that you would like them to have. Jimmy Garoppolo last week against the Rams, Oscar and did a lot of things offensively, used motion to set things up, would literally Oscar, they'd stop what they're doing, flip the play, reset the motion, redo it, and rinse and repeat all over again, and got the Niners in and out of the right situations, used motion to get them in and out of plays, kill certain plays, can certain plays, flip plays, opposite directions. This is why we've said Jimmy Garoppolo has been the guy for the Niners. He understands this offense inside and out. Kyle trusts to give this guy multiple plays, go to the line of scrimmage, see what's there, make the right call for this team. And when they don't like it, he won't just go out there and snap the ball, Ant. He'll let the clock run down, try and get someone to jump off sides, call a timeout, come back to the drawing board, and figure out what to do next.
Yeah, you can eliminate home field advantage real simple. Get up by 2 scores. If you get up by 2 scores, the whole entire crowd will quiet down.
That's true.
And then you're able to operate your offense. So it doesn't matter where you're going. And the thing is, the 49ers offense and defense are going to travel well because you run the football. And then when you play defense, you stop the run game. Those are going to be pivotal things that win in the playoffs. I know we're in a new NFL where it's all about pass game. But when it comes down to it, what happens in the front is still the most important thing. And the 49ers right now are one of the best running teams in the league and one of the ones that do the best at stopping the run in the league. Those type of things travel. Those are the type of games that no one wants to see and no team wants to see come into their home field. And now the Dallas Cowboys have to deal with it. Now, if Dallas can turn around and use these big physical defensive ends, Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, to stop the run and keep the 49ers pinched inside, then they're going to have opportunities. The problem is, I don't think they can do that because I think Trent Williams and Tom Compton are going to get it going on the outsides. You add in the fact that you're going to have George Kittle and Kyle Juszczyk kicking people out with wham blocks. And on the Deebo Samuel touchdown run against Los Angeles, it appeared that they were getting a lot of pressure up the field. Really what happened was the 49ers ran a wham with George Kittle. George Kittle went back against the grain, kicked a guy. Deebo Samuel goes up inside, bounces to the outside, and takes to the end zone. Deebo Samuel's the most explosive running back in this game, and there's not even a question about it. Zeke can't touch him, and even Elijah Mitchell, who's on his team, is not as explosive as him. Anytime Deebo has the ball in his hands, he's a mismatch. He's a mismatch for every single player on Dallas's defense.
That he is, Ant. That he is. We'll see what happens. We'll see how this thing turns out. Cutback crew, let us know what you thought about Know Your Opponent. Any Cowboys fans out there, did we get something wrong? Are we not giving your team enough credit? Listen, you guys are formidable. You guys got a lot of weapons offensively, tons of names and weapons on defense, and by no means are we saying the Niners are going to come out and get up 2 scores. But I think the Niners' strengths here match up well with the Cowboys' weaknesses.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I think Michael Irvin would agree with us in that scenario as well, and maybe you disagree. If so, let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about it down below, and make sure you're subscribed and here tomorrow because the game plan video, Ant, the game plan video is always one of our most favorite videos to do and one of the more popular videos on this channel, which we go over what the Niners are going to do Sunday against these Dallas Cowboys. So that way you're going into the game Sunday with knowledge and information and no concerns about how is Kyle Shanahan going to attack. When the Niners, execute early in the football game, you'll know exactly why and what's happening, and maybe just get some insight into the game and feeling better about this matchup. This is a rivalry game. Everyone wants this thing to go a certain way, and listen, it's been a fun Friday Frenzy. That is for sure. Friday Frenzies are always a blast around here. 4 videos jam-packed into 24 hours here on the channel, and then you get a game plan video, the icing on top of the cake, heading into Sunday's game.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, and when you're in the game preview show, you get to know all the key matchups. You get to know the bold predictions, and those are the things that are going to help you understand what's going on. And then when you get into the know your opponent, we break down the film and let you see what we're seeing as far as the Cowboys go. Then when you get to the game plan video, we wrap it all up and put it into a nice bow because we're going to explain exactly how the 49ers plan to attack the Cowboys on offense, on defense. A lot of times we're pretty spot on. There are, of course, occasions where we are wrong, and I think that's fair with everyone because Kyle Shanahan's a genius, so he's going to see things that we don't see. But I think that pretty much we hit on these things. So you want to check out the game plan video. You want to get into that as we break it down and go over what the 49ers are going to do on offense and defense and how they plan to stop Dak Prescott in this impressive offense with these explosive wide receivers. It's going to be an exciting game. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm really looking forward to that game plan video tomorrow.
Hey, it's going to be a lot of fun. And the Niners season taking a cutback. It was going one direction. Everyone thought we were going down a path with this team. And then all of a sudden, boom, back across the grain and becoming one of the more dominant run teams in the league. Defense stepping up in a big way. And one of the more, prominent running teams and just teams that can execute and win games late. The Niners are gritty. They've been tough all season long. They've cut back against the grain, and on what was looking like a lost season. A lot of people saying blow it up. They're now in the playoffs. They got the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. We'll see what happens. We hope you got to know these Dallas Cowboys, and we'll see you in the game plan video tomorrow. And until then, stay safe.
Remember, the right way is always the 49ers way.